Hello, Milad. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us at Moving Beyond the Corona Crisis project. Um, Please, would you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, Leila. I'm very happy to be here. My name is Milad. Right now, I'm a PhD student in computer engineering. And most of my interest is regarding to the artificial intelligence, specifically deep learning, which is much more details of learning computers, how they can make decisions, and
Mhm.
also how they can uh, perform regarding predictions, not even in like autonomous vehicles or something like that. People they are familiar, but also in drug discoveries, and which is very popular lately because a lot of people they are working on these topics to at least they can discover the cure for the COVID-19. And I'm happy to be here.
That's so great. The background you're having there, it looks like rice fields. Were you in China
Yes.
lately?
No, actually, it's my hometown. I'm from a very small village called Siyah Darvishan. It's located in north of Iran. Everything is green. Like in Canada, more like eh, uh, well weather, humid, and so that's why a lot of people they do farming and they have like rice and everything. It's very
Wow, this
popular
is
thing in
impressive.
north of
So
Iran.
that's it from
Yes,
your home country, this
yes.
background. This is
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly. Yes, it's from my home country.
Wow,
Thank you
that's
so much.
beautiful. So you are a long way from your country to here, living here for a while now.
Yes, it's been almost 4 years that I'm living in Montreal, in Canada. 1 year I was in Ottawa, and then I moved to Montreal. And yep, I'm here to just do my PhD as soon as possible. It's very tough. I'm not recommending anyone to do PhD.
And
Yes.
after that, you are planning to go back?
Well, I have not decided yet, but I
Mhm.
think that since North America is like the Silicon Valley of artificial intelligence, I might
Yeah,
apply to do some like find some job here, and then I wish that I could have some time have my own startup
yeah.
regarding also artificial intelligence
Hmm.
to just work. And I think that this city, Montreal, is like the root of the artificial intelligence because there is a like institute called Mila.
Hmm.
It's and there's one person. His name is Professor Benju. He's the god of deep learning, and he's here in Montreal. So that's why I want to be close to him and yeah, use up some of his skills tools because usually every Friday he has like kind of tea talk about new topics, what artificial intelligence can do to solve the problems. Not even,
Amazing.
yes, as I said, in just decision in like factories, but also in drug discovery, cells, moleculars, and these things, which is very beautiful research
Wow.
topics.
Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. So it's about now we want, I would like to enter the subject about the COVID-19, of course. It's been
Yes.
now about more than a month since we started. Starting, say, March 15, I think the quarantine started here in Montreal
Yes.
specifically. How did that affect you, your studies, your life?
Well, to be honest, it's just my first experience that I'm having, staying home, being in quarantine, not leaving home. And just for the first 10 days, I was so scared because, I don't know about like Middle Eastern people. They are so social people. They want to go out. They just, they want to handshake and they want to kiss. They want to
Yes.
hug. This is the culture that we have. So I think that it's kind of tough for me to not being outside and not being like, connected, not communicate with the people.
Yes.
And but later after that, when I found out that this virus is very dangerous and the people
Hmm.
can, I mean, not just in my age, but also it's very dangerous for older people. So
Hmm.
I decided to care of those people and stay home because I don't want to be a reason that,
Mm-hmm.
that other people, they might get sick.
Yes.
So I stayed home. Of course, it does have also already a lot of effects on my even education, because I don't
Mm-hmm.
have access to my computer in my lab at my lab. And
Okay.
also,
Okay.
I don't have, yes, I mean, online working is good, but since you could have collaboration with other
Mm-hmm.
students in your laboratory, then
Mm-hmm.
definitely your progress will be better than the one when you are working alone here. While
True.
you are working, definitely you're going to be bored. You just go check your refrigerator, want to eat something, and then
Yeah.
back, oh, am I full, am I not? Yeah, this kind of things always. I think that it's, it's hard.
Yeah, 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 I know. Especially the refrigerator. I agree. It's like
It's every 30 minutes I open, oh, I'm not hungry. Why am I opening the refrigerator? Yes.
yes, or like, is it time for lunch or is it time for dinner? It's basically the things I need to do during the day.
Yes. In fact, all the times for me, I know that it's changed because my habit was I woke up, I mean, before COVID-19, before quarantine, was morning and I had 7:30, so I could leave my apartment at 7:30 and go to school. But now I'm waking up at 10, at 10:30, something like
Yes.
that. And then my
Mm-hmm.
breakfast is at 11, my lunch is at 5. I just finished my lunch in about like 30 minutes ago. And then
And
again, my dinner with
yeah, after the interview, you will go have another because it's 30 minutes, right? Another
yes,
visit to the fridge.
exactly. Check the refrigerator. Yeah, this is kind of well hard, especially when you are living alone by yourself and your
Yes.
family are there, and it might. And one thing that I want to share with my friends and you also is that my father, he was infected with this virus, and my family, they didn't tell me about how the
Wow.
circumstances are there. Yeah, they didn't want to make me worry. But after, thanks God, that my father recovered from this COVID-19,
Thanks, God.
and they
Yeah.
told me that, yeah, we have one person here at home, that was your dad, and now,
Wow.
thanks God, he's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was very stressful time, and I even couldn't concentrate on nothing. And it was
I
like, because
imagine.
I'm here,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be any flight to my country. If I go
Of
there,
course.
I don't know even that I came back here. So yeah, that's very
Wow.
tough time that
And
I've
did you
had.
talk to your father about his experience
Oh
and your
yeah,
mother?
thanks God,
How?
he's fine.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
in fact, the symptoms that my dad had, he had like fever, and also he had pain in his body, and he was coughing. So it was similar to like the other symptoms that the people in the whole world,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
had if they had like the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
COVID-19. But he just rest, and my mom, she was just cooking like some soup, some liquid
Mm-hmm.
things
Mm-hmm.
that it might improve his
Mm-hmm.
immunity system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that the rule of mother right now in home is very important,
It's
because they are
true, right?
taking care of everything, and that's why we call them angels, I think.
Yeah, that's true. And no one else, like your mother, did not catch
No,
the virus from your father. Well, that's great.
no,
Really, that's
yes.
great. So how did they do it? Like, try to be very.
Well, the dad was quarantined at their like room, and he
Mhm,
wasn't living there. He was just, but our apartment is like, our home is like small. So we have just one washroom, so
mhm,
everybody, they supposed to use that one. So I think
mhm,
that every time that my dad, when he was using some common places in
mhm.
our home, my mom look after it, and then she was
Okay.
cleaning with alcohol and a lot of, because she's very clean, very clean. And I think that that's habitat that she had, and here it helped
Yes.
because no one, not even my younger sister,
Wow.
she got infected. So yes, so they were fine, and I think that all is because my mother, and she's really angel.
That's really great. That's really good. I'm really
Yeah,
happy that
thank
she did not get infected, or your sister or anyone else. Other than that, it's like you hear from the news many things. Do you read the news? Do you follow it?
you. Yes.
Do you think, for
Every
example,
morning when I wake
go ahead.
every morning every morning when I wake up, the first thing that I'm checking is the news, that
Mm-hmm.
okay, how many people are infected now, how many people are more than yesterday are infected, and I'm just comparing that. In some countries they are not like taking care good, especially in my country, Iran,
Mm-hmm.
because uh, the government in Iran, they think that if the people they don't go out and they do their business, then probably they might not receive anything to survive, like the people, they are workers, and they have to go, they have to work, and then they have to earn money, and they have to feed their family. If they don't work, then it's going to be like hard to
Mm-hmm.
survive there, especially at this time, because I believe that that the country is under sanctions
Yes, yes.
and a lot of bans in the countries, and the people, and not the governors, the peoples that are suffering, and that's a bad thing.
It
And
is the
every
worst.
day, and the news also that they are telling to the media is not correct, because I'm sure that in Iran, at the 21st of March, which is the first day of spring, we
Mm-hmm.
have our new Persian Eve. So
Mm-hmm.
and we have like 2 weeks off. So people usually they gather together, they eat together, and they back from their city to their hometown to visit their mothers,
Mm-hmm.
father, and like relatives. And for this year, since my city is in north and it
Mm-hmm.
has great weather, a lot of people they traveled. So the city that I used to live there, it was the core of this virus. And in
Wow.
one day, a friend of mine, he's a doctor, and he told me around 800 people killed. But on the news, the day after that, the media was saying that we have just like 200 people on that day, which is not true, and
Oh
this
my
is lie.
God.
And
Oh my
yeah,
God. Oh
that's
my God.
very sad.
And so the country does not I mean, in Canada here, we have some help for the unemployed and people I mean, entrepreneurs, business owners. And in Iran, they don't have any of that.
Nope.
That is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then, like, even in America, we hear that uh, there are people who want to remove the quarantine, right? Or ease up, so then we can go back to work. What do you think about that? Do you think we are ready for it?
I don't think we are, because we haven't received any treatment for this COVID-19. I mean, I think that people who are thinking like that, especially I checked the CNN today and I saw that in Arizona, people are trying to just saying, leave us alone, and we
Mm,
want to be free. This is a free country. Of course, that's a free country. But, sometimes people, they need to think not just only about themselves, which make them selfish. They need to think about the other generations, other
mm-hmm.
people. If they could even turn on their TV and check the New York City, that how many people they were suffering because of this COVID-19, I think they should even take care. I mean, not this is not right time, because as I think that Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau,
Mm-hmm.
he said that until we don't have any treatment, this is the normal life. We have to stay quarantined.
Sure.
And that's a correct way to
Mm-hmm.
clean this mess that is happening in the world, to just finish this like spreading the virus until the end, and then, uh, transferring the treatments to other like generation to the people. Because
Yeah.
if one country in this world again has the virus, have the virus, then again it's going to be a spread,
And
because
that's that.
especially in
Yeah.
Canada, all of the people, we are immigrants here,
Exactly.
and definitely we're gonna travel to our home country, and
Mm-hmm.
again it's gonna be back here, and then
That's
again we
very
have this
true.
cycle, this loop, and then
Another quarantine after we thought that life is okay.
yeah,
And then again, I was
another
like, oh my God,
depression. Yeah,
yeah, I'd rather I am willing to do this. I still have the capacity and the freedom to go do some of my shopping if I need. And even sometimes I take small walks as far as long as I stay away from people. And people are really, I find that, yeah, they are, sometimes you find them walking, but they do stay apart from each other, which is really great. I'd rather that than like removing everything and then getting back again all this mess and the fear and all of it. It's really
yes,
unfortunate.
exactly. Here, yes, same here. You know, because couple of my friends, I mean, let's back to before this COVID-19.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you have heard about the flight PS
Oh
752
yes,
that
yes.
crashed in Iran. A lot
Oh
of
my
friends, I
God,
mean,
yeah.
they went to Iran, they had a flight the day after that flight, so they were just shaking when I was talking to them. They were just like, out, what is happening, what should we do? I mean, couple of them, they left country from the neighbors, like in Turkey, they took a bus, they go to Turkey, they change their origins from like Turkey to Canada, they change like to go to Azerbaijan, to
Mm-hmm.
Russia, to Turkmenistan, to take another flight. So by we had that experience, and then after that again something new is
Oh
happening, and the
wow,
government is not taking care of the
wow,
people. Is like yeah, it's like crazy right now.
wow, wow, wow.
Even think about that.
Yeah, yeah. So far though, I mean, one of the things that was interesting for me, at least, seeing how the pollution is so much less now, because there are no
Yes,
more flights, or at least very little, few cars, few people working, few factories working. So in a way, the COVID-19 is becoming sort of a positive. It has some sort of positive impact on Earth. So
yes,
what do you think
exactly.
about that? And did you see any positive impact, let's say, on your life, or other people you know, or noticed anything?
Well, I noticed that, because I just started to work out, to just jogging during
Mm-hmm.
like evening every day, and I noticed that, yeah, the number of cars in the street just significantly reduced, and a lot, there wouldn't be any like people, less people, like as you said, cars. Definitely, it does have impact on the atmosphere and ozone layers, and
Mm-hmm.
and I believe that, yeah, as you said, it's a kind of like positive side of the COVID-19, because it
Mm-hmm.
helps our earth. It just want to show us, I have just a small piece, it's a molecule, it's just DNA, so I
Yes.
can kill all of you.
Yes. It's amazing.
Be good at me. Yes, why are you just doing that to me? So
Yes.
please be good. But, it doesn't have like mouth to talk, but
Yeah.
sometimes the nature, it can do, even more than aggressive as a person who can act to the others.
Very
So this
true.
is the way that earth, I believe, that is just talking to us, that be fair with me, this is
Yeah.
your home, so don't make me like a big box of garbage that you are
Yes.
every day doing. Exact, like even the price of oil, if you notice that, it's just there's no customer for the oil, and no one is
Yeah,
using
it dropped
oil,
below
which is
zero
positive.
yesterday.
Yes. I was just thinking that, yeah, I mean, it means that, if I go and buy like a oil with like a big box of oil, it's just they're just gonna pay me. We're gonna pay like $20, so this is for you. Is it something like, because it's just below zero, and I didn't know
That,
that.
yeah, and I was thinking honestly too, how are they gonna, because there's an extra production, where do they put these things? Do they sell it, as you said, they give it to people and pay them to take it, or do they dump it in the
Yeah.
sea? And that would be another problem though, if they do that.
Yes.
Uh, and that's one of the things I want to think. It's like, how can we move into a future that is better than before the COVID? how can we, what are the lessons we can learn from this COVID time and then take it with us, for example?
We're first.
Go ahead. Yeah, please.
That's a good question. Well, yeah. Well, I think that, the humanity, the behaviors, and the personality, will change because people, they found out that they love each other, they want each other, they want to hug each other. I want to go out and hug
Yes.
everyone that I see in the street.
Yeah.
Because we miss, and
Yeah.
even, not even in our laboratory that every day we have to go to school, but during life, when you go to the shopping, people, they stay away for 2 meters of you. Even when you are just talking, they
Mm-hmm.
they keep their mouths. I mean, they don't want to sniff your breath
Mm-hmm.
or something. It might have like a negative impact on their health. But I think, people will take more care about this kind of social life. They know that how value is that because
Mm-hmm.
they lost it right now. They don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Virtual life is nothing. Is not the one that we wanted. I
Yes.
mean, at least I'm talking about my side, my family, and my friends. That always we are talking. I'm pretty sure that most of the people, they are freaking out because when I'm talking with other nations friend, for example, I have a friend from South Africa, I
Mm-hmm.
have a friend from US and other countries, and they are just telling the same thing. We want to
Yeah.
go out, we want to just talk, we want to do a handshake, we want to
Yeah.
kiss. And
Yes.
that's it. Actually, it's very uh, valuable topic that we can understand after the COVID-19. We can do better things we can help each other, and yeah, we got a lot of lessons from this COVID-19.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, they have their own experiences, and they know that uh, they might not have this, this is the things that they lost right now, so it's better to use it in the best way,
True.
you know
Very true. Very true.
yes.
So you are in the AI, and that's the artificial intelligence, right? And
Yeah.
if you are gonna take this project and work it out, for example, um, and put it in an AI way, or what would you do with it? What are the things that you are gonna study, or the results that you think you could get?
uh well, in near future, for
Mm-hmm.
sure, everything that every like device, every intelligence device that we are using right now, it's gonna be like more into that. Okay, let me give you an example. We can buy a Tesla for just like
Mm-hmm.
$40,000 and
Mm-hmm.
$40,000, and then we let the Tesla drive for us. So
Mm-hmm.
we trust our car, we trust that machine that it can take the best decision.
Mm-hmm.
So in the near future, like not, I mean, do you want me to specifically talk about the COVID-19 and AI, or just like in general? Yeah, I can go
It's up
general
to
and
you.
I
It's
can.
up to you. You are the expert here.
Thank you. Well, in the near future, I'm pretty sure that every step of our life will be a kind of collaboration with AI, because the machines, the systems, they are trying to improve themselves by like learning from the humans'
Mm-hmm.
actions. For example, the first step of these AI uh, tools are learning process. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever we do, that computers gonna learn from us. So it's better to do better thing. That at least the robots, they can be fair with us. They won't be aggressive. They won't be bad, and that's a good
Okay,
part. So yes,
that's
in
very
terms of
interesting.
COVID-19, I mean, it is. Yes, it is. Well, for example, the way you talk with your Siri or like Google,
Yeah.
they can receive response. For example, if you say something at the Siri, say, "I'm not that, it's you." I try a lot of things with
Yes.
my phone. Yes, yeah, robots, and learn that. Okay, recognize that what are the good words. But when people they are aggressive, they use bad words, so the robots can understand what are the bad words is and what are, and even right now they can understand uh, the feeling. When you smile, that robots can feel, okay, I did
Wow.
good things, so he's smiling or she's smiling or she's like that. I mean, and yeah, that's a very beautiful topic that I hope that in near future we could have like more details regarding this
Oh,
artificial intelligence and
absolutely. I
its
would
beauty.
love to. I would love
Yes,
to because
yeah, sure.
in a way I find it interesting because if we are going to use AI who knows or learn how human work, then eventually we will not need humans to work,
Yes, exactly.
right? But then there will be the problem of unemployment too.
That's
So,
a good question.
but
Yes.
then how do we work out this problem? I was always thinking, and I think the question you just, or the answer you just said is, if humans act better like a parent to the machine and use our mind, because we are making the machine to learn, right? We are giving it to learn.
Yes,
Then we will be always a
exactly.
step ahead of the machine. So then the machine will be able to do maybe the jobs that is less than, let's say, me. The machine can do the job that are lower than me because I'm still higher than the machine. So I'll be the boss here, sort of.
Yes.
And this is a very, very important subject to talk about because we still need the machines, but then how we use them to bring more people together. Because just like you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, before the COVID, I think we were isolated in general because a lot of people are in the social media, everyone on their phone. We go on the bus, or sometimes you even see people sitting in the restaurant and in a table facing each other, but each one of them on their phone, not even talking. And then
Yes.
all of a sudden the COVID came and prevented everyone from seeing each other. So now you say, just like you said, we are missing each other. People want to talk. They want to meet. They
Yes.
want to hug. They want to. So then how can we use the AI to support, but also bring people more into a community?
Really great question. That it needs to look for. It needs a knowledge. I mean, a huge knowledge. It needs a lot of references to answer that beautiful question. But from my understanding, let's go back to the grocery shopping that every day we go. There are some automatic machines that we can do our like purchases, and then there are
Mm-hmm.
some people at the cash.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember that I have a friend. His name is Jeanette, and one time we together we went to the grocery shopping, and I told her, okay, let's go take that automatic system, and she told me, no, you are gonna be a cause of employment to go that place and work. I mean, cashier, and then yeah, it's good to talk, as you said. We need to like recompile all of these habits that every human needs to do in their social life. As you said, in a coffee shop, at bars, people, they are always on their phone, and they don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
So this advantages of this COVID-19 is that show us that, okay, right now, talking even with the stranger is very valuable, and people wanted to do that right now because we understood that if we stay alone, if we just roll up our like Instagram pages or
Mm-hmm.
Facebook pages, if we just don't talk, if we see just videos, it's not like the thing that we wanted. It's the experience that I believe that it was necessary for the humanity of this world that take this experience
I
and
think
then
so.
they know how many skills they had. They even don't care about that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
AI, yeah, Well, that's a very tricky question. Well, we can go for it later, but yeah, I don't know exactly what should I say. It's very tough question.
It's okay.
Because we can let the AIs we can let the AI machine, they handle the tough jobs that if they are not good for humanity. But like the other things like talking and speaking, like socializing, yeah, I mean, if the AIs comes or our life gonna be in danger, I mean, we cannot even do anything. So I don't think it's gonna be necessary. Yeah, we need to divide. We need to think about, we need to give the priorities
Yeah.
to tools.
Yes.
For example, let our phone be off at least 2 days for a week, which is impossible right now. We're
Yes.
receiving email,
You
but
know
we
what I'm
need to
thinking?
train.
You know what I'm thinking? The iPhone, for example, I noticed that it gives me every week, it gives me how much I played and how much I have, for example,
Yes,
did
that
creative
report.
work or whatever, or something like that. And of course, since the COVID, I've been playing a lot more.
Yes.
So maybe what they can do, they can add a program where when a person plays too much or watches too much on the Instagram or something, the phone will tell them, hey, go find someone and talk to them.
Yes.
And then if you don't,
Ex-
maybe after 3 times the phone just strikes and say, I'm shutting down for I don't
yeah,
know how
that's
long,
true.
and until you and go find someone and then come back to me,
Yes. That's great topics. Yeah, it can work, of course. I mean, all of these, they need just the training samples we give to the like
Yeah.
these AI machines, and then they can learn. All right, then. So I'm here for you. Yeah, of course. That's a great options. Yeah, I'm gonna write it down.
Go talk to someone.
Yeah, yeah. That's very great. Exactly. I do 100% agree.
Well, it was really great talking to you. Yes, as you said, we are strangers, but I really, really enjoyed our time. Please, if you know anyone who would be interested, let them know too. And again,
Absolutely.
thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really
Any last
enjoyed
words you
talking.
want to add before we close?
Stay safe and stay quarantined. Save
Thank
lives.
thank you very much.
Thank you very
You
much.
too,
Thank
stay
you.
safe. Bye bye.